It was coined by a film critic, Carol Clover, and it's basically the last woman standing at the end of a horror movie. So if you like in Halloween, that would be Laurie Strode. In Scream, that would be Sidney Prescott. And it's a rich tradition in horror movies. And these women are like role models. Like they're not victims. They've gone through some stuff and they've been chased by mass killers, but at the end of the day, they survive. And so I really liked that idea. But I also kind of thought, what's it like 10 years from now for them? And what trauma are they carrying? And how is it affecting their lives, basically? And so, yeah, Quincy is a survivor of the Pine Cottage massacre, where she and her friends went to a cabin in the woods, and a killer shows up, and she's the only one who survived. And now it's 10 years later, and she's trying to, go about her life. She's really in denial about what happened to her. Her mantra is, I'm fine, I'm fine. And she's so not fine. She's so messed up. And then there are other final girls out there who went through the same thing that she did. And one of them shows up at her doorstep and sort of unlocks the not fine parts of her existence. And so it's a very psychological thriller. There are mind games going on. There are shifting loyalties and motivations. And it was an intense thing to write, but it was also really gratifying to write because I got all my frustrations out on the page. So I was literally at this crossroads. I was like, God, I have no idea what my future is. And then I was watching Halloween, the movie, on Halloween, the day, and I got the idea for Final Girls. And I wrote the first draft in 9 weeks. It was my Hail Mary pass. Like, okay, if this doesn't work, I'm done writing and I'll become something, I don't know what. And so I was just obsessed with it, wrote the first draft very quickly. And then my agent and I spent several months like fine tuning it. Like she went through like, yeah, really deep revisions. And the best note she gave me, and one that I still keep in the back of my head today, is the character was a little bit inconsistent. And so one time in the margin, she wrote like, who is this person? And was a really great question. And I didn't really stop to think about it. I'm like, no, really, who is she? And that really informed the revisions, like to just really get it down to like the nitty gritty of the character, what she's gone through, how she's reacting to things, why she's doing some of the crazy things she's doing. And then when I got a publisher and I was working with my editor, we went even deeper. Like, Quincy has a little habit, vice really, of shoplifting. She just will steal things. And my editor was like, why is she doing this? I'm like, because it's cool. And, it makes her edgy. She's like, that's not good enough. Why is she doing this? And so I really had to think about it. And I decided, she's stealing shiny things. So she's like and I realized like she's stealing shiny things because she likes to look at them and see her reflection. And it's a reminder that she still exists. And so that's the kind of thing that really, when you have an editor and an agent to just force you to come up with these ideas and these reasons, it just makes the book so much better.